It's the truth, even the future, you know.
It is being wrongly reported that I think we should boycott this song of the summer. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but either you know what it is or you don't. And if you don't, you can go find it. It's very easy. But I don't think we should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Do I think it matters what I want for people? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter and that there's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves. All I can do is emanate what I emanate, stand for what I stand for, and hope that it reaches who it's meant to reach. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to do. And so my comment makes it very clear that I don't think we should boycott. My comment is tantamount to everybody doesn't want the same thing. And there are a lot of people who are saying it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. But of course, I have used that power to help some people. And I have traveled around this world twice. And I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world. Longer story for another time, but I've seen it. So I know, and I'm telling you what it is, but you enjoy if that's what you want to do. And I will enjoy doing what I want to do. And that's why I don't think anybody needs to boycott. I think people just need to make choices for themselves. That's what I think.
Say shout out to my little homegirl, Young Miami. Got the hottest record on radio, streets, video, all social media platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all that shit, YouTube. The finest little shit in the game right now. And everybody is jamming this record except a few old centrals. Let me tell you old something. That's why I don't you old right now. That's why I would not my one of you old assholes, because you old is too modern and too plain, outdated. The game done passed you by. Do you think Young Miami give a fuck about you don't like her record? You take our time to go on social media to down talk a girl. We've been talking negativity in every music, in every song since before I even started doing music, and I've been doing it motherfucking 30 years. I'm about you bitches' age. You to say something about me. Leave that little young lady alone. Because if you see how pretty she is, you don't look like her. So it giving me hate a little bit. You see how fine she is. You ain't shaped like her. You don't shape like me. If you shape like me, you do not have no motherfucking grounds. You don't have a dog in the fight to be getting on the social media down talking to this young lady who's doing something positive and successful. You got to raise your own fucking kids. If you let music raise your kids, that's you bad breath. Always talking about it. Man, let the girl get her motherfucking money. All the negative records in the world that came out and people have made plenty motherfucking money off of. Y'all want to talk down on the young lady because she got a hit record, a hot record? You think that's gonna stop? You don't see she chiming shout out to Young Miami, one of the baddest shit, the finest little shit in the game right now. You bad body old bitches, not one fuck to be giving how you feel about this young girl and her song. All the negative music that come out, you want to simply try to target a young black female that's doing something positive, that's in her bag right now. You talked about her bag when she put out certain singles. You talked about her over and over again with situations with who the nigga she was dealing with. Everything y'all get on this fucking internet and act like y'all life is all peaches and cream. But I know you old bad breath smelling ass bitches. I know you bitches. I know you. I know you mad. I know you hoes is mad and you jealous. You look at that young fine girl on that stage rocking each clubs each and every night. These appearances, these hosts. She dropping her hottest single out there. Young Miami, you got not let these old ragla ass bitches deter nothing you trying to do. That's why I don't fuck you old bitches. That's why I would not fuck one of you old bitches, because the game done passed you by, bitch. You still stuck in the motherfucking 50s and the 60s. I don't want no old bitch with no gray hairs on her pussy. Let me explain something to you hoes. You hoes want to be celibate. Yo, I'm celibate. I got my LLC and my credit score 800. Stick your 800 credit score up your ass, and your LLC ain't making no motherfucking money, bitch. You don't have a customer, a product to sell. All your shit is bullshit. Get you some money, however you do. Stop getting on here talking bad about your fellow black woman that's making money. Music ain't for everybody. If you don't like it, bitch, turn off your radio, close and cancel your subscription to all your social media sites. Get off of Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, because, bitch, as long as you on there, you gonna hear it, raggedy bitch. These young hoes don't want to leave their man. They want to be happy. These young women of the day, these young bitches in the day do not want to be old and miserable like you for the rest of their life. They want to smoke a hookah, hit them a joint, take them a shot of Don Julio or Patron. They want to get free.
Hey, Trick, you need to be the last person talking about somebody looks, my nigga, over there looking like you just hopped out of casket. But you got this whole India Arie, Young Miami drama going on. Young Miami has a hit song out called Spin That, where she's rapping about, you know, where the scammers at and the boosters at and all that. You had India Arie, you know, calling out the song, right? And you had people going at India Arie. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna go at the classy sister, the soul sister. I believe India Arie was right? Like, two things can be true, Mo. Like, it can be true that Young Miami's song is a hit. It can be true that the song itself, you know, is catchy. The beat, you know, is a good song. But the lyrics, as far as her, you know, talking about, you know, where the scammers at, you know what I'm saying? That is a negative thing. I don't believe India Arie said anything wrong. She has the right to her opinion, just like people got the right to their opinion of if they like the song. I don't see why Trick Daddy was coming at India Arie like that. Like, my nigga, like, I'm all for calling people out. I'm all for calling out, you know, bad behavior and things like that. But when I look at this situation, I don't believe India Arie deserved the backlash she was getting, that she got. I don't believe she deserved to be cursed out and all that, because she pointed out a fact. I mean, tell me where she was wrong at, right? I like gangster music. But I'm not going to sit here and argue with somebody if they say, man, gangster music promotes this, and that, right? It ain't good for the youth. I can agree with that and still be like, that's the music I choose to listen to as an adult. I'm grown. My kids ain't listening to it. I'm grown, right? Now, I saw videos of kids singing along to the joint and all that, which is a bad look, but I would have to put that on the parents, right? We can't always blame the rappers. If your kid's listening to Kodak Black and they 9 and they know all Kodak Black songs, your 10-year-old little daughter know all Sexy Red songs. Your 12-year-old daughter know all Young Miami songs, Megan Thee Stallion songs. That's a parental problem. It's your job as a parent to supervise what your children listen to. Now, I do believe this song being so popular, they're gonna have it on the radio and all that, so kids are gonna end up listening to it. So this is an intriguing situation. I do believe India didn't do anything wrong. India, they say anything wrong, she's not being a hypocrite. This is India. India been like this, right? She been calling out negative music. She makes positive music. Right now, different music are for different people. But to go in on this woman like that, man, I believe Trick Daddy, man, you out of pocket on that one. You know what I'm saying? You out of pocket on that one. She had her opinion on the situation. If you like the song, you like the song, right? I just believe what's the word I'm looking for? Praising the scamming and the boosting, the way it's so clear to hear what you're praising. Look, it's crazy, and people are going to talk about it right
was
now.
In the club with our friends, turn it up and enjoying every moment of it. Not to mention Kaya's hit song, My Neck, My Back is an all-time hood classic. Everybody, auntie, mama, daddy knows that song. And we continue to make it a staple in our community. Not to mention the explicit rap lyrics that has been consistent for decades in our community, degrading our women.
I do believe some people are defending Young Miami just because, I was one of the people that called out Young Miami for not having no solo hits and things like that. And look, she got her big hit, man. Whether you like the song or not, whether you agree with the song or not, the song is a hit. You know what I'm saying? Good for Young Miami for having a hit, but I also don't agree with going in on India Arie like that, right? I don't believe she said anything wrong. You can still like the song. Now, just because somebody listens to gangster music doesn't mean they're participating in criminal activity. Just because somebody's listening to this Young Miami song and they like it doesn't mean they are committing those type of acts. But at the same time, there is a certain stigma that's going to come with the group with that. What do I mean, right? I mean, Black Americans, we don't have the image, the stereotype. We have a lot of stereotype, y'all know the stereotype. Niggas gangsters, niggas hustlings, women promote, certain things. But one thing that we didn't have was now, because after this song blowing up, I believe that's going to change, which is the scamming stereotype, right? We really didn't have that image. When you think scamming, you think them Indian niggas in them call centers trying to scam, them Nigerians trying to scam. We really didn't have that. So I believe this song is going to put a light on that towards us, like, oh, damn, scamming's this big in the Black community. I'm not saying if it's right or wrong, but when you see a song blow up like this and everybody's rocking with it, that's the image that's gonna come with that, right? Oh, they be scamming. Now that's another stereotype that's gonna be on us, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and cap, man. The song be booming in the club and whatever like that, right? And it's real catchy, so I can see how the song blew up, you know what I'm saying? But I don't believe India said anything wrong, man. She had her opinion. She has the right to her opinion. Everybody got the right to their opinion. I believe Trick Daddy came in a little too hot, you know what I'm saying? He could have made his point without disrespecting that woman like that. Now, you want to go in on somebody that came at you or somebody that's doing something wrong and it's clear to see that, then yeah, but like I don't see where India Arie was wrong at. I showed y'all what her video she did responding to all the criticism, but let me read exactly what she said to get the criticism. This is what India Arie originally posted about this song, right? So India Arie had posted, the mass acceptance of this song itself is a crystal clear sign of the bigger problem. I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free, and it's a very rude awakening. So that was her post. She was basically saying like, damn, you know, this song blowing up like that, talking about that, like just promoting that, that's crazy, right? She has a right to her opinion, right? Just like everybody else. Now, she wasn't the one that was saying anything about boycotting. Somebody had left a comment saying, I'm calling for a boycott of Young Miami's song Spin That. I believe it's degrading to our culture. At some point we have to take seriously the power music has over our perception and the values it enforces. This can't be the song of the summer. India Arie, I guess, responded to that and said, I spent my entire adult life caring way too much because I finally learned that not everybody cares with a capital C, and explaining it to them is not going to make them care. Everything you listen to, see, or eat is going to influence you. So make wise choices, y'all. So we got a woman here basically on some positivity, but you know, this ain't nothing new. Anytime you try to, you know, come criticizing things that is negative, you're gonna get called out. Shit's backwards for real. Right now, people want to like the song. They can like the song. You grown, you can like the song. I'm just not trying to see people out here allowing kids to be in the mix with the song and knowing the song and all like that, because that is, you know, pushing like, hey, stealing's okay. You can go steal. You can go, you know, be a scammer and things like that, right? Same thing when it comes to gangster music. Same thing when it comes to thought music or whatever like that. You know, I put it on the parents, right? That's me. Even though, you know, you do got some rappers who are overboard with it and some people disagree with it, but that's India's opinion, right? Now, it's one thing to listen to a song, and it's another thing to let that song influence you, right? A lot of other groups can listen to rap music, gangster music, and all these different type music and don't let it influence them, right? With us, a lot of times the music does influence us, and this is what I believe India Arie is talking about, right? And people like Trick Daddy, I believe Uncle Luke called her out. You had Gilly the Kid calling her out. I mean, just look at the niggas that's trying to call her out and what they be putting out there. But it's one thing to, you know, just listen to it, but we do get influenced by it, right? And like I said, it's a parental situation at that point. Because the videos I'm seeing, I mean, it's a bunch of black little kids knowing all the words to the songs, right? To the song, right? This ain't the first time. We seen it with WAP. We seen the little girls listening to WAP. We seen, you know what I'm saying? So I get where India Arie is coming from. I'm not mad at India Arie for having her opinion. I don't believe she's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm looking at Trick side eye at is, are you going in on shorty like she's so wrong? Just be like, look, hey, don't let your kids listen to it then, right? Like, it's not a rapper's job to raise your kid, right? But there are other music out there, right? There are other rappers talking about worse shit out there, right? So that's what people are gonna say. They're gonna say, well, we've been making music like this for 30 years, 40 years. Why you want to call Young Miami out? This is her first hit. Let her shine. So that's where they coming from. And then also understand the Miami, Florida connection. You know what I'm saying? They're defending that. I believe they're defending that. I don't believe if it was somebody else who made this song from somewhere else, Trick Daddy would have came in hot like this. I believe he came in hot like this because he's from Miami or whatever, right? But look, man, I mean, when you sitting there defending something like that, man, you always gonna be kind of in the wrong for real, just because the woman is right, man. You know, sometimes you just gotta be like, hey, look, you are right. The song is pushing negativity. I mean, it's crazy, but it is her song. It's an art, I guess. Just don't. I wouldn't advise kids to listen to this, and I wouldn't advise you to go out there and do nothing like this. But it's a song, right? But you had D1 responding to Trick Daddy, right? Calling out Trick Daddy, and hey, he went in. Hey, I feel him, but let me let y'all hear what he had to say.
Y'all literally embarrassing our community, man. People like Trick Daddy. How you curse India Arie out and other women who are opposed to the message in Young Miami's song? The message is encouraging scamming and shoplifting and things that's gonna get you locked up in jail. Man, stop, man. These people, bro, y'all not no legends, man. Y'all not nobody who, y'all got talent. Y'all got talent. People bought y'all albums. Cool. That don't mean y'all are no legends, man. That don't mean y'all are no leaders. You're not a legend. You're not a leader if you out here encouraging people to live a lifestyle that's going to send them straight to jail or to the graveyard. You're not a legend. You're not a leader. You're a disappointment. God, dog, bro. What are we talking about? And people act like, oh, you can't talk about this person. Look what they doing. Man, bro. Dog, I promise you I didn't hit the tipping point, bro. I promise you I didn't hit the tipping point, bro. It just don't make no sense, man. It's so disappointing, man. Where Trick Daddy at, man? Like, Trick Daddy, like, what are you doing, dog? What are you doing? Who do y'all have around y'all that's talking to y'all, man? Who do y'all have talking to y'all, bro? Y'all are grandpas, man, approaching senior citizen status and sitting here talking like this, man. This is an embarrassment to our community, bro. This is an embarrassment. And we need to, like, we need to look past the talent. We need to look past the talent and be like, bro, the talent don't mean nothing because your talent don't outweigh the level that you are embarrassing our community and disappointing us. God, dog, bro. How you come for women like that that's trying to say something like, come on, man, to help our community out? God, dog, bro. And y'all be saying this with y'all chest like y'all really doing something. Y'all really be saying this with y'all chest. Like y'all really doing something.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing, bro. Y'all make people embarrassed to even ever be like, oh, we was a fan of y'all. Y'all make people embarrassed to even like share a space with y'all. That's why I say y'all not hip hop. That's not hip hop. That's hypocritical hop. You heard me?
That was D1 responding to Trick Daddy. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know, like, in the hood, when you get to making sense, you get to looking crazy out there, right? Niggas ain't trying to hear that. That's just what it is, right? But he basically called out Trick Daddy, man. Trick Daddy is too damn old to be acting the way he be acting. And he talking like he out here Chris Brown or somebody, man. These joints ain't checking for no damn Trick Daddy, man. Like, boy, if you don't go that way, Trick, I hear you defending, you know, your people's out Miami, but you was going extra hard in over this whole situation when India ain't say nothing wrong, man. It's hard to argue against somebody who's making a valid point, man. You can enjoy a song and still say, hey, yeah, that song is negative and bad. You know what I'm saying? I can like a King Von song and still be like, man, hell no, I don't want my son listening to that. And if somebody said, man, that song is promoting violence, I'm not going to sit here and argue that. I'm not going to sit here and argue that and curse that person out because they pointed out the truth. The truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? But D1 basically called out Trick Daddy, man. You know, you would think older niggas will understand, but look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's the old niggas over here, you know, trying to call out India Arie, right? But hey, I'm not gonna sit here and cap, man. The song was a good song. I mean, it is what it is. That's probably why it's blown up the way it blew up. You know, I am happy for Young Miami for finally having a hit. Like I said, me being somebody constantly calling her out for flopping and not having any hits or whatever. But I think, man, she could tweak that joint, right? Instead of saying, well, all my scamming niggas, I believe the song probably would have still hit if she was on some, where all my hustling ass niggas at. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you start scamming and boosting, you gonna get some pushback, man. This ain't surprising. And then when you got the kids singing along, more people are gonna push back. But D1 also gotta hold parents accountable too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't hold the rapper more accountable than the parents letting their kids listen to this. Right now, like I broke down, the image is now gonna put on niggas. That's a fact. Like I said, we didn't have the scamming stereotype with us, right? Now, who knows? Now everybody's saying, oh, they be scamming too, right? But this whole situation was crazy, man. Had to put my 2 cents in it. It is what it is. I'm out.